Hi, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'm the host of Best of Us Investors. I'm a long-term investor, and so I invest very heavily in big tech. 50% of my stock is in 6 companies. I was reading an article on Seeking Alpha today telling me what a bargain Google was, even though it's up to its all-time high, and that I should buy even more because of its powerhouse dominance in the field of Google search, and YouTube, as they explained, is just exploding, and Google is capturing the advertising market. And why should I buy? Well, so the question came to me is, why am I so concentrated on biotech, and why should I own biotech if my big cap stocks are taking me so high? I did some research, and yeah, Google year to year, September to September, is up 74%. Tesla's up 42%. Microsoft's up 33%. And Facebook's up 25%. So why am I investing in these what I call exponential growth? Isn't 74% a year exponential growth? Why am I investing in biotech? Well, I asked myself that question. So I sought the answer, and I found the answer, and I want to share it with you because I think you should be investing in biotech, and I want to share my knowledge with you. That's what this channel's all about. I'm a retired financial advisor. I've done well. I've actually done better since I retired and managed my own stock portfolio rather than giving it to the Ameriprise gurus and saying, here, put it in mutual funds and ETFs and you manage it for me. I'm doing much better myself. But it came down to the question again, why invest in biotech? And so I want to share my research with you. I want to share with you what I did to answer that question. But first, I was a financial advisor, but I am no more. So I'm not your financial advisor. I'm your friendly, retired financial advisor who's here to educate and to entertain. And in exchange, I would ask you, if this appeals to you, this type of investing, to subscribe. Become a part of our community, what I call our tribe. And then give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, as I said, and when you subscribe, hit that bell, and that way you get notified every time I put out a new video. But first, here's the disclaimer, and then we'll get into the real question, why do I own biotech?
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
Okay. What I did was go to my, I used tradingview.com, and there's a link to it if you like the looks of what I'm doing. There's a link to it here in the description, and you can get a discount on it. But I went to it and I entered my what I call my big 6. Google, Tesla, Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, and Amazon, and to see, did they all get that kind of return September to September? And what I found, and then ultimately answer the question, why am I invested in biotech? So here's a video of the charts I did and what I came up with. The title of this video is Why I Own Biotech and Why I Will Continue to Own Biotech. And I want to give you some relevance as to performance. And so what I'm showing you here is the performance of what I call my big 6, my mainstays that I think that I can hold for the rest of my life, and they're going to give me a good return. So what I did was I'm graphing the big 6, and I'm giving it a 1-year performance based on their prices all starting on September, their performance all starting on September the 1st, 2020. Least performing, as you can see, is Amazon. It's down 4.4%. A little bit better. Apple is up 15%. Facebook is up 25%. Microsoft is up 33%. Tesla is up 43%. And Google is up 74%. That's pretty impressive. Okay, now I want to show you one more thing. This is Nutella. This is Nutella. Up 640%. What is Nutella? Biotech. What exactly is it? Genome therapy. Back here, Nutella put a needle in roughly 6 people's arms to cure and take out of their system a liver disease. They had a good result. As you can see, it shot up to 690% gain for the year and has retreated now to 640. This is why I own Biotech. Okay, I hope you found that as enlightening as me. I was a little bit surprised to find that Amazon, I actually had a loss of 3.3% year to year. And I think it confirms to me that the market doesn't know what the hell it's doing. I think Amazon is a growth engine, and I don't think the stock market recognizes the changes that we're going to go through and how important big data and Amazon Web Services is going to be about that. But then I hope I answered the question why I own Biotech when I showed you that, Intella is up over 600% year to year. And why is that? What's the simple answer? It's the coronavirus. It's the wakening up of the world, the medical world, that we got a problem, that our healthcare system is broken. We treat diseases, we don't cure them, and we have within our capabilities of curing diseases. Why did that become so apparent? Well, when the virus struck, the medical world kind of dropped all their guards and said, let's work together on this and find the answer. And as a result, they got a vaccine, which is a treatment of the coronavirus in a matter of months rather than years. They did it through a technology called genome sequencing. They actually genome sequenced the virus and then found the antibody that would stop it, would kill it, would suppress it. And that was the vaccine. And then, as a result of that, their collective efforts, they sped up their genome sequencing, which they've been working on since the mid-90s. And that is all about delivering genome therapy that takes the mistakes in our genome that we have created as a result of our environment and our breeding, and taking diseases out of our body. Cancer is not a normal thing. Alzheimer's is not a normal thing. These are genomic diseases that have been created through our ancestry and through our environment. And if we can take them out, and we can eliminate them in our bloodline. Literally, and I can get into more detail about that at a later time. We can take cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, every genomic disease out of our bloodline so that they never are there again. So in that, I have recognized, because I do a lot of reading in this, I'm not a doctor. I just read other doctors' writings and try to understand them. I own 11 companies in what I call the biotech field. They start with Abcelera, which is a company that is taking artificial intelligence and helping pharmaceutical companies manipulate molecules to find cures or treatments, pharmaceutical drugs to take care of the things that are going on in our body. It's an adaptation of artificial intelligence to an industry that's been around a long time. Caribou, CRBU is another company I own, and it's again a genome editing company, as is Crispr, as is Editas, as is Invitate, I believe. I've been corrected. I'm dyslexic. I have difficulty with three-syllable words, so bear with me on that. Then I'm also in quantum sci, and another three-syllable word, Schrödinger, which is protein sequencing. So those plus the genome sequencing manufacturers, the company that make the machines that see genome sequence, that's Illumina and Pacific Biosciences, and then the company that's collecting the data for all these people, and that's 23andMe. These are the companies that I think are going to follow the trajectory that we've seen with Intella. And that's the 600% in 1 year. Now, what is that going to turn out, and how did that happen? Well, Intella earlier this year put a needle in an arm. All of this genome therapy has been working with test tubes and petri dishes, and then in the petri dish, I believe it was Editas or Crispr had a very successful program in taking sickle cell out of a Mississippi woman. But now we're getting into the clinical trials that say, okay, put a needle in an arm or take a pill and tell us what your results are, and the FDA will then grant approval for the next step. Well, that's what Intella did. And that's why you saw the 600% skyrocket. Now, the next step is they're going to go into phase 2 clinical trials. You'll see another 600% gain, probably before this time, 2022. Then they'll go into phase 3, and you'll see another 600% gain in 2023. So that's where this is all going. That's why I own these biotech companies, will continue to own these biotech companies. And I just encourage you to do your research, look into it. If you want some help, come to Best of Us Investors and join our Discord, and we'll share our knowledge. Everything I do, I deliver to my Discord before I do it to the general public, because they support me. They help me spend my time to do what I'm doing for you. And that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing it for you. So if you like it, thumbs up. If you want to be more of it, hear more of it, subscribe. I'll talk to you again probably tomorrow.